Hari Om. Speaking about Shiv on this concluding day of the festival which we are celebrating. The ultimate yogi, the first yogi, Shiv. Patanjali gave us the methodology to reach the state of Shiv. Gorakhnath helps us with the tips how to travel the journey, yogic journey. And Shiv is the highest yogic state. So in terms of yoga, if one asks what is Shiv, I am not saying Shiva, though it is spelled like that, because you should know that the real actual pronunciation is Shiv and not Shiva. So goal of a yogi is to be Shiva Swarup, to be the Shiva himself. That's goal of a yogi. The ultimate state of being is Shiva. That encompasses everything. Nothing is left beyond. That is Shiv. Everything is covered. That is Shiv. Reaching that state is the highest yogic state. So when Patanjali says that we have to be one with the divine, being one with the divine is being Shiv. It's the ultimate silence. And speaking about silence with the help of words is the toughest thing. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do that. Shiv we have seen in many forms. If one travels across the length and breadth of India, there won't be a single town or village where you won't find a Shiva temple. Shiva being worshipped in some form. And then you will find a sect of yogis or sadhus traveling in the Himalayas without worshipping any form and still calling themselves as devotees of Shiv. So Shiv is form and without form. Multiple symbols are used to represent Shiv. The most popular Shiva Lingam which we see is one form. Shiva is worshipped in idol form, in the human form, in the trees. Mount Kailash, the mountain itself, is worshipped as an abode of Shiv and Shiv himself. It's interesting that the silence is worshipped in so many different forms. And it's simple to understand why is it so. Because in normal terms, understanding the silence is difficult. Our conditioning doesn't allow us to understand silence. Words are easy to understand. We can draw some meaning out of it. But silence is silence. It has no color, it has no shape, it has no meaning. It has no form. So the effort to make one understand silence with some or other form. And so we find various forms Shiv being worshipped. Ideally speaking, when we have to understand Shiv, we have to be silent. Not only through our speech, but even by our thoughts. So there won't be any action, there won't be any movement in terms of speech, in terms of thoughts, in terms of emotions. Everything is still. That is Shiv. So becoming Shiv is becoming still. This stillness is Shiv. And the whole jargon which Patanjali uses, Gorakhnath uses, many other great exponents and gurus and teachers and masters of yoga they use. It's an effort to make one understand the importance and nature of silence. And that's why explaining yoga is difficult, and reaching and enjoying the highest state of yoga is simple. Nothingness is the ultimate experience, and that is becoming Shiv. And when we say he is enlightened, he is liberated, he has reached the state of nirvana. Nirvana, one of the interpretations is no Vani. No sound, speechless, soundless, silence. That is the state. So reaching that state is reaching the state of Shiv. We all have to reach that state of Shiv. And the beauty is reaching that state of Shiv when our body is in action. When the pran leaves his body and In English, we say somebody expired or passed away, but the word which is used in India is Kailasavasi, that he became Shivas. He went to the abode of Shiv. That is the word which is used in India to describe somebody leaving his body. But becoming Shiv by after leaving the pran is the divine phenomenon. You don't know what Shiv is. You don't experience Shiv in your as your living experience. You experience it as a matter of divine mechanism when the prana has left, when the living life force has left out of your body. So the beauty is experiencing Shiv when you are alive. And a yogic practice with faith and commitment makes one experience that ultimate silence, which is Shiv. It's that void in which whole universal phenomenon is taking place, shape. The creation, preservation, destruction, everything is happening right on the chest of Shiv. It's so vast. So Shiv is something that is always there. And that's why for a yogi to reach a state which is always there, it's considered as being away from the cycle of birth and death. Because you are always there. And so it is said many times that yogi never dies. The real meaning is that something which is always there, and when someone reaches the state which is always there, then there is no scope for change. That is Shiv. So reaching that state is goal of a yogi. And it's not linear, as we have been discussing many times, that okay, after 5 years I will reach that state. Okay, after 10 years. Okay, after 2 years. Okay, after X amount of time. It's not so. At this moment itself where we are sitting, we can experience that ultimate silence. We can be Shiva Swaroop. We can experience that Shiv right here. That's the beauty. What does it take? As we discussed the very first day, is faith. If we have that faith, right at this moment I am reaching there, then every single practice which we discussed may or may not come in play. Just with the strongest urge and faith, one can experience that Shiv right here and here. So the tools, the methodology, the spoon feeding, everything in the yogic journey is necessary, and without all these things it is possible to reach the state also. And that's why we discussed that it depends on from where one starts it. So we have to reach that state of Shiv. We have to experience Shiv right here, right in this moment. And then we have all these stories We are celebrating this festival as a matter of awakening. It's a journey to awaken ourselves, and we are celebrating this festival of awakening. This is the celebration of awakening. This is one of the story associated with Shiv. My understanding of celebrating Maha Shivaratri is this is celebration of darkness. Ratri, night. Night is full of darkness, and we are celebrating the darkness. So darkness is the base. Darkness is all existent. It is everywhere. When you close the way of a sun rays, you have darkness. So when there is nothing, there is darkness. So this all existent thing which is darkness, we are celebrating that. That is Shiv. And on this backdrop of darkness, on this canvas of darkness, the whole picture of the world is universe is painted. The whole universal phenomenon is a painting on this canvas of darkness. That's Shiv. It's the platform for the universal dance. The significance of Maha Shivaratri for me is origin of desire. It's a night of the spark. That ultimate darkness has got the spark today, tonight, to manifest in a form which is the seed of the creation of the universe. So the desire in the mind of Shiv rises today. That's the significance of Maha Shivaratri. So it's the starting point of the universal phenomenon. So it's the celebration of starting point of the universal phenomenon. So the whole display which we see and witness and experience, it started on the night of Maha Shivaratri. So the symbolism behind Maha Shivaratri for me is this, that ultimate darkness which is Shiv, that experiences, there is a seed of desire in that attribute named Shiv, and from where the universal phenomenon, the universal creation forms. Can see the beauty. Shiv is called as Mahadev, God of gods. It's all symbolism. Why is he God of gods? Then we have Vishnu. Then we have Brahma. And all these three we call as creator, preserver, and destroyer. Now on this platform or canvas of darkness, what takes form is the fluid, that's water. And in that water, in that Kshira Sagar, in that sea, in that ocean, is lying Vishnu, the ruler of that. So the first is ultimate darkness, then you have the form, and the ruler of that form is Vishnu, be it water, be it earth. If you see the origin of Brahma, where does Brahma reside? There originates a lotus from the navel of Vishnu, and in that lotus resides Brahma. How beautiful the symbolism is, again. So you have the platform, Shiv. On that you have the form, Vishnu. And through that, the creator. That's Brahma. And then the creation. We all hear. So Shiv is the base. Shiv is the base for creation, and Shiv is the ultimate point for destruction. Anything that gets created and destroyed, it's from Shiv and into Shiv. In the Shiva Atharvashirsh, in the Upanishadic stories, if you have ever gone through, we find that it's difficult to explain the nature of Brahma because it is beyond our intellects. We cannot easily describe the nature with the help of intellects because it's so vast, it's so wide, it's so huge that our intellects are not capable of doing that. Similarly, explaining Shiv is difficult because it's the Brahma, it's everything. And the most beautiful description of Shiv, which I enjoy, is from the Shiva Atharvashirsh, from the Atharva Ved, which tries to explain form of every godly being. In that, there is explanation of Shiv, and it explains, for example, यो वै रुद्राः स भगवान् यश्च ब्रह्मा तस्मै वै नमो नमः. So Shiva is Brahma. Then it goes on. Yascha Vishnustasmai vai namo namah. Yascha Skandastasmai. Indrastasmai. Agnistasmai. Vayustasmai. Suryastasmai. Somastasmai. Grahastasmai. Pratigrahastasmai. Bhustasmai. Bhuvastasmai. Swastasmai. Mahastasmai. Pruthivistasmai. Antarikshatasmai. Dyostasmai. Shchapastasmai, Tejastasmai, Kalastasmai, Yamastasmai, Mrutyustasmai, Amrutasmai, Akasham Tasmai, Vishwam Tasmai, Sthulam Tasmai, Sukshmam Tasmai, Shuklam, Krishnam, Krasnam, Satyam, everything is Shiv. So be it Akash, be it Vayu, be it Antariksha, all the five elements, everything, the Brahma, Vishnu, everything is Shiv. And we are celebrating Maha Shivaratri for this ultimate force, for this ultimate reality, the truth. So this is the night of truth which we celebrate today. This is the night of highest level of knowledge. This is the night of celebration of an energy which is all encompassing. And then, for our understanding, the same Shiva Atharvashirsh helps us explain how this universe originated from the Shiv. And that beautiful story again, I feel like sharing with you. It goes like, अक्षरात् संजायते कालः कालात् व्यापक उच्यते व्यापको हि भगवान रुद्रो भोगायमानो यदा शेते रुद्रस्तदा संहार्यते प्रजः उच्छ्वसितो उच्छ्वसिते तमो भवति तमस आपोप्स्वङ्गुल्यामथिते मथितं शिशिरे शिशिरं मथ्यमानं फेनं भवति फेनादण्डं भवत्यदण्डात् ब्रह्मा भवति ब्रह्मणो वायु वायुरोंकार ओंकारात् सावित्री सावित्र्या गायत्री गायत्र्या लोका भवन्ति. This is the whole explanation of creation of the universe in 5 sentences. That's the beauty of Shiv. What is the size of Shiv? It's 5 sentences. And in 5 sentences, what does it say? Aksharat sanjayate kala. Akshar, something that doesn't get destroyed. It can never be destroyed. That is Akshara. That is Shiv. On that Akshar, there originates the concept of Kal. Sanjayate Kalaha. The concept of Kal comes. And then we have a reference point. Here, before, after. The concept of Kal, it comes. Kalad vyapaka uchyate. The Kal go on spreading. Once you have a reference, then obviously you can measure it. So this Kal goes on spreading. व्यापको ही भगवान रुद्रो भोगायमानो यदा शेते रुद्रस्तता संहार्यते प्रजा. ये जो रुद्र है, which is form of Shiv, when he is sleeping, this is the destructive form of Shiv, Rudra. When he is sleeping, the whole universal phenomenon gets destroyed. Samharyate praja. There doesn't live any living being on this canvas of darkness, silence. Uchvasite tamo bhavati tamasa apop swangulya mathite mathitam shishire. When the whole universe is destroyed, when the whole living being is destroyed, then there is no breathing, no respiration. So the whole canvas, whole darkness, whole void is without any action of breathing, activity of breathing. In that, there is a formation of darkness again, because the activity is lost, there is no light, and there is darkness again because of this destruction. So this is such a powerful destruction by Rudra that causes darkness. And from this darkness originates the liquid, water. So this darkness gives form to water, and in that water, Shiv, with his finger, he just puts his finger and it creates waves. And these waves, apop swangulya mathite, mathitam shishire, those waves, they create the weather that is conducive for formation of living beings. The word which is used here is shishir. Shishir is one of the rutus, seasons, which we celebrate. Mathitam shishire, shishiram mathyamanam phenam bhavati. So this creates the season that is useful for creation of the universe. And in that, through that liquid, bhavatyadandat Brahma bhavati. When the Shiv, he creates the waves in the water, through this water takes birth the Brahma. And from Brahma, Brahmano Vayu, from there originates Vayu, the air, Vayor Onkar, from there the sound. From sound takes birth the light, Savitri. From Savitri, the world of animals, Gayatri, and from Gayatri, Loka Bhavanti. So this is the sequence of creation. And the base is, of course, Shiv. Shiv and his desire. So Shiv is the basis. He has his desire, and through this desire, with this sequence, gets formed this universal phenomenon. That's the power of Shiv. Shiv is everything. Brahma bhavati brahmano vayu, vayur onkara, onkarat savitri, savitrya gayatri, gayatrya loka bhavanti. And then we are here. Loka, we all, the universe. Such is the significance and importance of Shiv. And as a yogi, as a practicing yogis, as sadhak, as spiritual practitioners, what we have to do is we have to reach this state. Know this state. By knowing itself, we reach that state. So we have to reach there. That's becoming Shiva Swarup. Now with the passage of time, Rag Yaman, which I like very much. I sing it always before my deep meditative experience, and that goes like Chandrama lalatapara sohe bhujangadhara sirajata jutadhara karadamarubaze. This is the explanation of Shiv. Chandrama, the moon, lalatapar, on his forehead. So he is carrying the moon on his forehead. Who is Shiv? It's explanation of Shiv. Who is Shiv? Shiv is the one who is carrying the moon on his forehead. Chandrama lalatapara sohe bhujangadhara, who is carrying the garland of snakes. Sirajata jutadhara karadamarubaze. And he is carrying the jata, long hair, on his head. Jata jutadhara karadamarubaze. And he is playing the damaru, the instrument. What is it called in English? I am not sure. I don't know. So he is carrying this instrument made of drum. He is carrying the drum in his hand. He is playing the drum in his hand. So this is the explanation of Shiv. So see, the explanation which we just saw, it says that Brahma, from Brahma originates Vayu, Brahmano Vayu, Vayor Onkar. So the explanation is, when the Shiv is carrying the moon on his forehead, it means that it is so vast that all the stars which glitter in the sky, they are lying on him. So Chandrama is the symbol, the moon is the symbol, explaining that this whole void in which this dance of stars is taking place, of which our earth, sun and all the planets which we know are parts, that is on the body of Shiv. So Chandrama is the symbol. Second symbol is Bhujangadhara. Bhujanga is always associated in the Vedic or mythological descriptions as a representation of underground world, Patal Lok, Nagalok we call it. So that is also lying on Shiv. So he is carrying the Bhujang, means the world which we don't see with your eyes, the stars we see above us. Nag is down us, which we don't see. That is also carried by Shiv. So Chandrama lalata paraso he bhujangadhara. He is carrying the whole stars and the star world on it, and he is also carrying the world of animals living underground. The living entities, those live underground, he is also carrying it on him. Sirajatājūtadhara. Then what we see on the surface is the ranges of mountains. Those are the hairs of Shiv, long hairs of Shiv, Jata. These are the ranges, mountain ranges. So when we say Ganga originates from Jata, these are the mountain ranges, and Shiv originates from Shiv. So these are the mountain ranges from where Shiv originates. Sirajatājūtadhara, Karadamarubaje, and then the sound. So this all is Shiv, and also the sound is Shiv. So he is carrying everything on his chest. That is Shiv. So this symbolism is beautiful. These are various efforts done by experts, rishis, sages to explain the nature of Shiv. But the simplest thing is it's the ultimate silence. Shiv is not beyond, and Shiv is not any less than the silence. Shiv is silence. It's such a silence that it encompasses every sound in it. So it's not speechlessness. It's the silence that covers speech. It's the silence that covers sound. It's the silence that includes sound. So it's such an inclusive silence that leaves nothing. That is Shiv. And through this 3 days of the festival which we are celebrating that silence with the help of speech, with the help of words, with the help of our intellectual abilities to understand. So it's the celebration of silence. We are celebrating the silence. Maha Shivaratri is a celebration of silence. It's a celebration of darkness. It's a celebration of silence. Speech divides. The moment I speak a word, then it divides the state into speechlessness and speech. Light divides the seen and unseen. And when we have no light and no speech, then there is no division. That is wholesome. That wholesomeness is Shiv. There is no division. And that's why yoga, when we use the word unifying again and again, this unifying is actually getting away from this division and experiencing that wholesomeness, that ultimate wholesomeness. That is yoga. So the yogic achievement is to enjoy that wholesomeness. The achievement is to get away from any division. I feel like speaking less when we speak of silence. So I may cut short my talk today. Instead, I will take help from Adi Shankaracharya through his Nirvana Shatakam. And with that, I will conclude my speech and the festival that we have been celebrating for last 3 days. Adi Shankaracharya, with the help of Nirvana Shatakam or Atma Shatakam, or the 6 stanzas, Shatak is 6 stanzas, with the help of these 6 stanzas, has tried to explain with the deductive methodology what is Shiv. Mano buddhyahankara chittani naham nacha shrotra jibhe nacha grana netre. I am not mind. I am not my mental abilities. I am not my ego. Mano buddhyahankara chittani naham. I am not the greater mind, chitta, which includes all these 3 things. Mano buddhyahankara chittani naham nacha shrotra jibhe nacha grana netre. I am not all my 5 senses also. I am not all these, and I am not even the 5 senses. I have to reach that state. That is Shivoham, Shivoham. Mano buddhyahankara chittani naham nacha shrotra jibhe nacha grana netre. Nacha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayu chidananda rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. I am not that sky, I am not that land, bhumi, prithvi, earth. I am not the light, I am not the air. That's me. Nacha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayu. So neither it's sky, it's not earth. I am not the light and I am not the air. So it's the negation method. I go on negating. This is not me, this is not me, this is not me, this is not me. I have to reach the state. If we look at our day-to-day life journey, it's exactly opposite. This is me. I am father, I am son, I am the boss, I am the servant, I am the traveler, I am the co-traveler, whatever. I am good, I am bad, I am tall, I am short, I am white, I am black. We are going for the identities. And hence, Shankaracharya is helpful in understanding reaching the state of Shiv with this negation method. Go on negating. You are not this, you are not this, you are not this. Chidananda rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. I am the Shiv, that ultimate bliss. Chidanand, constant. That bliss is Shiv. Nacha prana saudnyo navai panchavayu nava saptadhatur nava panchakosha. All these descriptions which are given in the Vedic philosophy, which describe the formation, which describe the human body, which describe the living phenomenon. I am neither of these. Na vakpani padau na chopastapayu. I am not these parts of my body. Vakpani padau. My hands, my legs, these are not mine. I am nothing. Chidananda rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. I am the ultimate bliss. That is Shiv. Name dvesha ragau, name lobha moho. I am not hatred. The hatred which comes out, I am not that. That is, I won't experience any hatred. I won't give origin to any hatred. Name dvesha ragau. No anger, no place for anger. The anger is not me. That hatred is not me. That desire is not me. That attachment is not me. Go on negating. Mado naiva me naiva matsarya bhava. That sense of arrogance, that ego, it's not me. Not that competitive spirit. Na dharmo na chartho na kamo na moksha. Even the dharma is not me. Whatever is called as good, even that good is not me. Earth, the resourcefulness, I am not that. Calm, that sexual desire, I am not that. Moksha, that achievement which is guided us, which we are guided by the scriptures, I am not that. I don't want to reach that state also. I want to go beyond. That is Shivoham. That is ultimate bliss. Shivoham, Shivoham. Na punyam na papam na saukhyam na dukkham, na mantro na tirtham na veda na yajna. I am not good deeds. I am not evil deeds, devil deeds. Na saukhyam na dukkham. I am not happiness. I am not sorrow. I am not suffering. Na mantro na tirtham. I am not those tools, those help me to reach higher spiritual state. I don't want to do the pilgrimage. I am not that pilgrimage or the places of pilgrimage, the tirtham. Na vedana yajna. I am not that state of ultimate knowledge, the Ved. I am not yajna, the tools to reach that state of knowledge. Aham bhojanam naiva bhojam na bhokta. Neither I am food, nor I am the eater, nor the action of eating. I am neither of these. Who am I? I am the ultimate bliss. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. Na mrityurna shanka na me jati bhedha. I am not death. Na me jati bhedha. I am not that distinction between the living beings as humans and different yonis, different forms which we talk of. Animals and living beings rather. Pita naiva me naiva mata na janma. Neither I am father, nor I am mother, nor I am the giver of a birth to anybody. Na bandhur na mitram gurur naiva shishya. Neither I am brother, nor am I disciple. I am not guru, I am not disciple. I am not friend, I am not brother. So basically the identities which we run for, which we crave for, I am neither of these. So what is my identity? It's the ultimate bliss. Shivoham, Shivoham. Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo. After this negation, he is trying to explain what is the nature of that ultimate bliss. Nirvikalpo, there is no confusion left. There is no illusion. That's such a level of knowledge that all this negation is surpassed. You have gone past that and there is no illusion left. You are nirvikalp, no confusion. Nirakara rupo, there is no form. There is no form. Vibhurvyappa sarvatra sarvendriyana. It is all existent. So your being is so expanded, it has surpassed everything, every identity. And it is so expanded that where you go, sarvatra sarvendriyanam, you are everywhere. You are everywhere. That is Shiv. Shiv is everywhere. Sadame samatvam na muktirna bandha. Neither I am tied, nor I am free. There is no distinction. There is no differentiation. There is no duality. So this non-duality is Shiv. This ultimate state of non-duality is Shiv. And that is where we have to go. We have to reach, we have to experience that non-duality. This is called being Shiva Swaroop. So when we say we have to succeed in our spiritual journey, our yogic journey, what we have to do is we have to succeed. We have to be Shiv by doing away with this experience of duality, by doing away with the experience of this identity crisis which we constantly face. Who am I? We have to get away from that. And where we have to reach? We have to reach the state of ultimate non-duality, where the intellects are forgotten. They are of no use. What you experience is the bliss. It's beyond body, it's beyond intellect experience, and that is Shiv. So experiencing this Shiv, experiencing this bliss as a living phenomenon is the success of a yogi. May this God of silence, may this God of darkness grant us this bliss. This is the wish I express at the conclusion of these 3 days of our get-together, which we, I hope, have enjoyed. Hari Om.